Welcome to One Question at a Time, the SAT series. Question number 67. A stone projected vertically upwards with initial velocity of 112 feet per second moves according to the equations s equal 112t minus 16t squared, where s is the distance in feet from the route and t is time in seconds. What is the maximum height reached by the stone? So to start, before we start, we looking at the given equations, which is s equal 112t minus 16t squared. If we redraw it, it should look like s that equal minus 16t squared at 112t, okay? And this one is also look alike our quadratic equations, y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. In this case, s is y, okay? Negative 16 is a, t is x squared, plus 112 is b, and then we have x is t, and c is 0. That's why we have to be familiar with the general form and the vertex form of quadratic equations or like the functions, so that we can, by looking at that, we can also remember the step we need to solve for these questions. And also one more thing to distinguish between the linear equations and quadratic is the higher degree. The higher degree in quadratic is 2, is second, the power is 2, and then for linears is only, you will see something like x squared, right? But for linear, you will see something like just x. So just one remind, x is x to the power of 1. After we seeing this is the quadratic equations, we will find what is the coefficients of the square term, right? So in this case, a is negative 16, and also that is less than 0. So when a is less than 0, we have the graph will be concave down. So it will be that shape. And in this case, the vertex is h comma k will be our maximum point, the highest positions. This is our mass. And when we put it in the coordinate st, t in time, the unit is second, s is the height, so that will be in feet. And we'll see y is the same as s, so it has to be the vertical axis, and then x is t, so it will be horizontal axis. So in this case, we'll try to find the s mass. This is the height. This is time. Okay, so this is the first step. We find what is the functions. Is that the quadratic or linear? The second step is we find the concavity. Is that concave up or concave down? So that in that case we can figure out if we have like the minimum point, which is the vertex, or it will be the maximum point. In this case, it's maximum. And what they ask is the maximum height, so it means they're asking for the k, the value, the y value of the vertex. Now we have to see the vertex is comma k, right? So in this case, they given the general form, so we have to use this formula to find h and k. So let's do that. We have h is equal minus b over 2a. Our b in this case is 112. Our a is negative 16. So minus 112 over 2 times negative 16. In this case, we want to simplify this fraction, so we don't multiply it. We don't try to make it a bigger numbers because it's harder to solve and it's consume time as well. So as we see that we have two negative with the multiplications, right? That become positive. Then 112, that the even number, we can break that out at 2 times. So 11 divided by 12 is 5. Remember 1. Then it have to remain 1. So 1 with the 2 is 12 divided by 2 is 6. So we have 2 times 56, that is 112. Then we have 2 times 16. The 2 cancel out. Now 56 divided by 16, we break it down one more time. 56 we can divide by 4, right? So we have 4 times 5 divided by 4 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So 4 times 4. We cancel 1 on top, 1 at the bottom. Now continue, we will have 2 times 7 over 2 times 2. We cross it. We have 7 over 2. If you have the calculator, we can just input it easy, but making sure using the right button for the negative numbers. Usually that is the common mistake, make the error, and it consumes time to retrieve it. Okay, so we have h is 7 over 2. Now we find k by plugging h inside, right? So in this case, this is t. So this is s. So we will have x comma y is the same thing at s comma k is the same thing at t comma s. So the first value will be the independent variable. The second position is dependent variable. Okay, now we plug in whenever we see t, we plug in 7 over 2. So minus 16 times t squared is 7 over 2 at 112 times 7 over 2. Now we will simplify this one. Minus 16 is the same thing as over 1, right? So we have negative 16, we can rewrite as 2 times 8 over 1. Now multiply by 7 squared, multiply by 2 squared. how we got 7 square is because that power distribute inside to 7 and 2 when we open the parenthesis. And also here we may change this one a little bit because we see that we have 2 square, so I will change the 16 into 4 times 4, which is 2 square times 2 square. 4 times 4. 2 square is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. And also this one is 4. So we cancel one of the factors, right? That make it negative. That make it negative 4 times 49, right? Or we just kind of like keep it like that. But let's try in different ways so that will flow well here. Okay, let's write it down this way. So we'll have negative 4 times 4 times 7 squared over 4 times 1. Okay, and the same thing will cancel this one. We'll have negative 4 times 7 squared. We keep it like that because we see a factor of 7 right here, so we don't have to just multiply it. Now 112 and 2, we break 112 into 2 and 56. We did it above, right? Over 1, then multiply by 7, then multiply by 2, cancel that. We'll add 56 times 7. Now we will have 56 is 7 times 8. This is 7 times 8. So instead of writing 56, I'm writing 7 times 8. And I have 8 times 7 times 7, 1727. That's square. Now we'll do, take the 7 square outside. We will have minus 4 at 8. This one will be equal to 49 multiplied by 4. And final answer, 4 times 9 is 36, write 6, remember 3. Then 4 times 4 is 16, with 3 is 19. So the answer is 196. In this case, if it look like it's like a big number, right? So we will choose something close. See, 49 is close to 50, and we know that if 50 multiplied by 4 will be 200. So find something close to 200. We will see A is not the right answer, B not the right answer, C not the right answer, and E is too big, right? So sometimes we don't have to find exact numbers to choose the right answer. So just make it a note here. This is how we solve it without the calculator, but if we do have the calculator, we just input everything to save time. Thank you for participating in this series, and see you next time.